It's, I think it's an exciting week for our team, and boy, it's great. It's great to be able to play a game of this nature at Jordan-Hare, back here at Jordan-Hare, and I think, you know, our team is very, very excited to play against a great football team. So we understand the challenges ahead for us all the way around in a game like this, but this is what college football is all about, to be able to have the opportunity to have a very good football team come in here and, you know, again, see how much improvement we made from the week before. I think our players are very excited about the opportunity. I know coaches are as well. And so I think that'll be fun for our fans, and I just think, again, it's going to be a great evening, 6 o'clock kickoff. So we're looking forward to it, and we'll get back to work today and start preparing.
Questions?
Against the LSU special teams, you guys anticipate kicking it deeper to keep them from having returns, just with the dangerousness of their return men?
Right, right. They've you know, they've always been very, very good on special teams. I think they're a very athletic team from top to bottom. So obviously they pose a lot of challenges. But you know, we'll decide as we get, you know, closer. We've got a game plan in mind right now. You know, last year they were very effective. They're one of the few teams that we thought you know, beat us in the special teams game with hidden yards and field position, and last year that was something that, you know, that stood out to us. So we know they got a great return game. They've got several guys that can return punts and kickoffs that are very potent. But we feel like, again, our coverage units are really, really good. We think it's a very good matchup, and it depends, you know, on what our ideas are, depending on how the games unfold. So we know the challenges of kicking it to their guys. We know that they return, you know, punts for touchdowns and things of that nature. But we will play that by ear. We'll have a plan to do both.
Sunday, a lot of the guys asked about, when they think of this game, what word comes to mind? And they say physical. You've got a pretty good perspective of that down there on the sideline. Is it one of the more physical games you play all year?
I don't think there's any question. I don't think there's any question. I think that part of their success over the last few years, you know, has been their ability to, you know, bring that physical nature to their game. And you know, there's no real secrets with what they try to do. They execute. They've got very good players. They try to out physical you. They're going to run the ball and play action you, and take some deep shots on you during the game. And then, but the physicality part of their defense is very obvious as well, you know, when you turn that film on. So that's what they're built on, and so that's why, that's one of the reasons, in my opinion, you've seen a lot of success from them, and you can tell that's, you know, that's a way of life for them.
You talk a lot about wanting to be physical like that. How do you get to that point to be consistently physical that way?
Well, I think you got to practice that way every day. I think that you got to build it into your culture. I think what they do on both sides of the ball allows them to have built that culture, you know, over the years, and it's a, you know, it's a, you know, a 2 tight end at times, 2 back, pound the football at you, you know, and play action. I think, you know, again, when you're doing that on a daily basis in practice, that develops a, you know, a toughness for your team, and they've done that. There's no question about it.
Was that at least part of your thinking in making the move on offense you made from last year this year?
Yeah, it's part of us, you know, trying to, again, be more physical with our, you know, the whole approach to our team, you know, and you know, we've always been fairly physical on special teams. You know, we know there's room for improvement. We've been aggressive. We've been aggressive in what we do special teams wise. Again, the physicality of our game needs to continue to improve, as we all know. I don't think that's a secret. And I think by the way we're practicing and you know, how much we're going against each other with some physical downhill running game, I think you're gonna see it continue to improve.
How tough is it for a guy like Kyle, a young guy, kind of jumping into there? How tough is it to learn from a mistake, but also kind of forget about it and just keep playing? I mean, is that one of the tougher things to
I
do?
think it's the individual, but I think it's certainly challenging for a young guy who's never really had to, overcome those things. The quarterback world in this league is very, very mental. And that's both when good things happen and when, challenging things happen to you. So I think it really depends on the individual. But again, if you're going to play quarterback in this league, that's what you have to be able to do. So there's really no option, if you're going to be effective the next game. So he's been good with, overcoming the adversity 2 weeks ago to playing better this past week. And, every week is going to be a learning experience for him. And there'll be challenges, different challenges that come the next week based on something that happened the week before. And he's going to have to, again, grow up and, continue to grow up, which I think he is, and, work through those challenges.
How do you help him deal with it during the course of the game?
Well, you're just in constant contact with him and making sure that he's, that his body language and everything is right. And, the main thing is trying to get him some success early in the game. I think that's the main thing. So, if you're able to do that, there's something that may happen bad, somewhere down the line in the game. But again, I think it's, you got to have a very short memory to be good at this position. It's about poise and character and confidence, and you can't be shaken. And so that's easier said than done when you got everybody telling you how good you are, or how bad you are, or all the other things that are out there. But that comes with the job, and he knows that. And we've had several discussions on that, and he'll continue to grow.